Hello, gold diggers. I'm back. And yesterday, you got a little bit of content about confidence, and we talked about self-control as far as your diet. And I had a lot of questions about why I started with diet, because that is the one thing that is in your control all the time. You can't control your money all the time. You can't control your spouse. You can't, or your loved ones. You can't control your kids. You can't, there's a lot of underlying factors. But if you can get your diet and your exercise in line, and I'm not telling you to lose weight. I'm gonna on a plan. One of my goals for 2020 is to lose weight. But if that is not your goal, eating healthier and making better decisions on how you what you put in your body is also going to affect your money in the long run. And I will tell you why. So, it is convenient. I had 3 kids, and sometimes it was very convenient to go to McDonald's, to go Wendy's, blah, 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 blah. And in the long run, my kids felt sluggish. I felt sluggish. I have put on some weight because of those decisions. There were a lot of fillers in our life and everything else. And so, but once we started to get better about more vegetables, more home cooked meals, more stuff like that. My son says it all the time. We need to eat more vegetables. We need to eat more fruit. Thank you, Dee. Then what ends up happening is that we started to feel better. We started to think better. Are you thinking better? I had a mentor that used to ask me that all the time. I'd say, hi, how you doing? He says, I'm well. Are you thinking better? So that's going to be my question to you guys. Are you thinking better? Are you making better decisions? And then in the long run, people who eat fast food and filler food, they tend to have more health problems, which means that you either cannot go out and make money, you don't have the energy to do so, you have more doctor bills, and then as time goes on, you start to put those costs on your kids. And so then not only are you not a wealth builder, health, mind, body, finances, your kids are now drained because they have to take care of you, So I know that people who have more self-control in their diet have more self-control in their life, because of course fresh fruits and vegetables are perishable. You have to consume them. You have to replace them often. But even if you say go to the freezer aisle of the grocery store instead of the canned food aisle, there's less preservatives in there. You have better choices. Most of the time, especially if you have little kids, unless you have trained them well, they're not going to be big salad eaters. They're not going to be big, bland food eaters anyway. So, you have to spice that up for them and make it fun for them as well. That was my little spiel on why I started with diet, because that is the one thing, what goes into your mouth, that you can control all the time. The second thing that I want to say, though, is it falls in line with your finances. Because now you have got to really pay attention to the money that you're spending. If you are going to eat healthier, I know that, when you go out to eat, sometimes it seems cheaper now. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling her that I love fish fillets. And she was like, girl, if you go to the store, buy you a bag of those fish fillets in the store, you can have fish fillets all the time. That upfront cost is $10, yes, for a good brand of breaded fish fillets or whatever. But when you're spending $4 a sandwich, in 2 days you have spent that same $2. Or in, like, if you go once a week, I didn't go every day, guys, but sometimes I tried. And so now you have to pay attention to how you are buying things. I recently read a report. I'm a reader. I read a report, and it said that poor people remain poor because one of the reasons is because they cannot buy in bulk, which gives you better value. Think about what I'm saying to you. So if you go to the grocery store and you buy a 4-pack of tissue for $4, you're literally spending $1 a roll of tissue, right? But if you buy in bulk and you buy the mega 18-pack and it's $10, you've just cut that cost almost in half. And you save some money. And you don't have to replenish every couple days. Here is one of the biggest things that I see when it comes to wealth building. I see that the patterns in the wealthy community are a lot different than what people who are in middle class and impoverished states. And we keep toiling our wheels because we're spending daily on our daily needs instead of buying things in bulk, not having to run to the store every day, that's gas, and not overpaying for a little bit, you know? Now, do I understand that this transition is hard? Yes. This is why we are talking about self-control, okay? You really, at this point, need to sit down with yourself and say, self, what am I spending my money on? It is astonishing. I'm going to talk about myself real fast. It is astonishing how much money has just gone down the drain in my life. And when I sat back and I said, okay, Tila, what are you spending your money on daily? What is it that you need? What are your wants? What are your habits? And when I say habits, good and bad. And what are you willing to sacrifice in order to save money? Fast food, first off the list. A lot of soda, second off the list. I have a sweet tooth, ladies and gentlemen. I have a sweet tooth. And a lot of junk food, you know, to just fill the time that I was feeling, you know, my brain power was working, and so I felt like I needed to feed the brain power. Chips, a little bit of candy, a donut, a ding dong, or whatever. And then here I am, standing before you, saying, oh, I have to change. I have to change a lot of things. And I know that for 2020 goal diggers, there are a lot of minor things that you can change. Another thing that I have vowed to myself is that for my bad habit, every time I spend on my bad habits, I save that much money. So if I have $5 to go to my bad habit, my junk food, my blah, 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 blah. If I have $5 to go to that, I better have $5 to put somewhere in an investment, in a little account, blah, 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 blah. So self-control is like the most important thing, but you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to take a very good look in the mirror and say, why? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Is it a want, a need, or a habit? Want, a need, or a habit? This doesn't mean to cut out all the fun in your life or whatever, da 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 da, but this has been one thing that has helped me to gauge if I really need something. Once again, self-control. For everything that you have a habit for, you need to have a matching savings. That's self-control. If it's shoes, I know a couple of my friends, they have the best shoes. I know some of my friends, my mom is a big, I got a new shirt person. And I tell her all the time, get a new shirt. But at the end of the day, is it gonna fall on me to take care of you at the end of your life, or are you doing enough saving while you're shopping? That's a habit. If it's not a necessity, if you just wanted a new shirt every week, I don't know. Some people say that they need it. You can put it in the needs category. Sometimes it becomes a habit. And sometimes you have to understand this too. My aunt said this, and I know that I've said this in another video, is that sometimes we spend money because we think somebody is going to take it. Think about that. Your kids need something. The household needs something. The bills are coming. You have a delinquent bill and they're coming. And so the habit is not to give it away, but to splurge on yourself. And you call it a reward, but is it a reward at the end of the day? So in the next video, I'm gonna cut this one off. In the next video, I will just give you some tools and tips, because I'm going to assume that if you're watching my channel, your number one goal is to save some money, to get some self-confidence, and to buy a home, yours, something that belongs to you. So I'm going to tell you some things that I know in my industry that will help you financially to get ready for buying your own home, saving some money, having some clarity, having that self-confidence to know that this is what you want. You don't want to lose your house after you buy it. You don't want to have to sell it while your kids are growing up. And so we need to get ready for the next step. Thank you guys for watching and tuning into my channel. Please like, share, subscribe if you really felt like this was valuable. If you don't, there's a lot of people talking about a lot of different things on YouTube. So you can turn me off and not watch another video, and it will not hurt my feelings. This is Tila Burnett, Caldwell Banker Realty. If you need any assistance in real estate, send me a text or send me a call at 720-397-9590, and I will help you. I am not looking for a boyfriend, so if you are looking for a wife or something, I don't need that. But if you are looking for real estate, give me a call. Thank you.